Actors don't just play musicians, they become them. From Angelina Jolie singing opera as Maria Callas to Timothée Chalamet's raw take on Bob Dylan, we're exploring how Hollywood stars transformed into music legends on screen. How did they master the voices, movements, and spirit of these icons? Why were their approaches so different? And what does it take to deliver the most demanding and high-caliber performance of an actor's career? Stick around as we dive into the intense prep, behind-the-scenes moments, and incredible dedication that brought Freddie Mercury, Elvis, and more to life. Angelina Jolie as Maria Callas. When the actress found out that learning to sing opera would be a requirement to play Callus, she panicked.
I was so nervous. I had to learn how to sing because you can't fake sing opera.
No?
Which I didn't know.
Jolie's preparation was intense. 7 months of voice lessons, mastering arias by Verdi and Puccini, and studying Callus's signature smile, posture, and even hand movements. She trained tirelessly to blend her voice with Maria's iconic vocals. A lot of support came from the director Pablo Larraín, who was convinced that Angie was worth the wait.
Callas is the greatest diva of the 20th century. And who could play that? I didn't want to work with someone that didn't have that already. I needed an actress who would naturally and organically be that diva, carry that weight, be that presence. Angelina was there.
It wasn't easy. Jolie faced emotional hurdles, like overcoming a past trauma where her ex-boyfriend used to criticize her voice. He even told Angie that she should be grateful to have other talents. Angelina cried during her first lesson, but turned the experience into something therapeutic.
I didn't know how much I had lost my voice in maybe when I lost my mother, maybe when someone hurt me. And so finding it and letting it come out was such a feeling that I wish for everybody to have.
Despite her initial worries, Jolie managed to find humor in the situation. She jokingly suggested giving everyone on set earplugs so she could feel less self-conscious. But ultimately, she had to truly learn how to sing. The director described her preparation as very long, very difficult, but noted that it paid off. He emphasized, "This isn't karaoke, it's the real thing." While most of what we hear in the movie is Callus, Jolie sings live in parts. This includes the performance of her favorite aria from Anna Bolena on one of opera's most sacred stages, La Scala. Jolie's transformation was so convincing that journalists began drawing parallels between her and Callus. Does Angelina herself find such comparisons fair?
I remember just thinking often I was so fortunate I had my children, because I think without my children, she and I are very, very similar.
The actress claimed that she identified with Callus's isolation and discomfort with being in the public eye. She believes that neither she nor Maria saw loneliness as a negative thing. Jolie described both of them as deeply human and vulnerable. This profound connection on so many levels proves why the casting choice here is just perfect. Austin Butler as Elvis Presley. In early 2019, the actor already had Elvis on his mind. While singing along to Blue Christmas in the car, a friend turned to him and suggested he should consider portraying the legendary musician someday. Rumor has it, this friend was none other than Vanessa Hudgens, Butler's then-girlfriend. Austin wasn't cast easily. He had to prove his skills were worthy of the role. His aspirations were supported by Butler's Broadway co-star, Denzel Washington. He called Baz Luhrmann, the Elvis director, and recommended the young colleague for the movie. When Austin finally got the part, his goal was clear: avoid caricature. He created a personal archive of how the singer articulated every word and every diphthong. Months of training with voice and movement coaches helped him perfect Elvis's iconic drawl and mannerisms.
Watching all that and obsessing and spending so many countless hours with it.
Butler's dedication went far beyond the studio. He spent hours walking along a beach, reciting Elvis laugh and speeches. At RCA Studio A in Nashville, where Presley himself recorded, Austin captured pre-1960s tracks with such authenticity that even director Baz Luhrmann struggled to distinguish Butler's voice from the King's. To truly embody Elvis, the actor visited Presley's childhood homes and even met Priscilla Presley. Her emotional support moved Butler to tears and further inspired him to honor Elvis's legacy. Priscilla later praised his performance, saying,
"It was more than I ever expected. He became Elvis."
But the intensity of the role didn't come without cost. Butler admitted he struggled to let go of the character.
You don't quite know what to do with yourself after 2 years of doing nothing else but one thing and trying to get inside the mind of another person.
So following Tom Hanks's recommendation, Austin switched to a new project about World War II called Masters of the Air. However, Presley was chasing him even there.
I had a dialect coach just to help me not sound like Elvis.
Still, we all should agree that the actor's voice is charming, whether there's a bit of Elvis or not. Ramy Malik as Freddie Mercury. The actor's preparation for this role was like assembling a jigsaw puzzle. Since Freddie left no memoirs, the actor turned to his songs as a kind of diary. To capture Mercury's iconic stage presence, he studied shaky fan-shot concert footage and dived into the artist's inspirations, including Jimi Hendrix, David Bowie, and Liza Minnelli's Cabaret. While Malik didn't match Freddie's 3-octave range, his voice was blended with Mercury's and singer Mark Martel's to recreate Queen's unforgettable sound. Before filming began, the actor revealed to the creators that he wasn't very skilled in music. However, he believed his moves could still work for the role.
I don't play the piano. I don't think I'm a singer. I have a very unusual way of dancing.
During development, Malik would fly to London for singing and piano lessons, working with a dialect coach. All the actor's training had to come together immediately, as the Live Aid concert scenes were among the very first to be filmed. Ramy's physical transformation included new teeth to mimic Mercury's signature overbite, a feature Freddie believed gave his voice its incredible resonance.
I had his teeth that I wear, and the first time I put them in my mouth, I was incredibly insecure, and then I found myself compensating. I just started sitting up straight and being more elegant.
At the same time, playing Freddie wasn't just about musical skills and imitation. Ramy developed what he called a spiritual connection to the musician, studying even the smallest details, how Freddie smoked, leaned in during conversations, or signaled discomfort.
I never get a chance to end every sentence with darling and dear, and Freddie does, and that's quite nice. I'd rather be Freddie Mercury for most of the day than be Rami Malek.
The actor described the process as putting Freddie on his feet, crafting a portrayal so vivid that fans and critics alike felt Mercury's presence once more. And the result? A performance that rocked audiences worldwide and won Malik an Oscar. Timothée Chalamet as Bob Dylan. At first, the actor faced a crazy tight deadline to transform into a legendary musician for the A Complete Unknown movie, just 4 months. However, this journey eventually took nearly 5 years of prep, stretching from the pandemic to Hollywood strikes. This was a bit of luck for the young actor, who certainly needed more time.
Bob Dylan was this name I knew was held in reverence, and I knew I was supposed to respect. If you were in the in crowd, that's a name you get behind. But truthfully, I didn't know anything about it.
Timothée didn't waste the precious time. He started to work with vocal, guitar, harmonica, and movement coaches to nail Dylan's signature style. But over time, his approach has changed.
All the stuff that I saw my good friend Austin Butler crush it with on Elvis, and at some point I was like, wait, I gotta do none of this.
Timothée realized that this is not his style, neither is it Bob's. At home, the actor wrote out Dylan's lyrics on sheets of paper and taped them to his walls. He tried to understand the singer as best he could, and succeeded.
If you're sensitive enough to be great, and then you're smart enough to protect it, and now he's got me as his foot warrior, and I'm going out and I'm spreading the gospel of Bob.
Harry Schiffman, one of Timothée's earliest mentors, encouraged him not to stress about becoming Dylan. He pointed out that people can watch early footage of Bob, or even see him live, as the legend is still touring. At the same time, it's funny that Chalamet himself has never met Dylan yet. However, the young actor gained a music icon's support and validation.
There's a movie about me opening soon called A Complete Unknown. What a title. Timothée Chalamet is starring in the lead role. Timmy's a brilliant actor, so I'm sure he's going to be completely believable as me.
It seems like those words are truly deserved. The actor refused to use polished recordings in the film and insisted on singing live. He felt like rawness was key to authenticity. Timothée's guitar teacher, Larry Saltzman, praised his students' dedication, saying he never took shortcuts and never wanted to take the easy way out. From harmonicas to heart, the actor truly embodied the spirit of A Complete Unknown. Will his performance hit the high notes this award season? With the Golden Globe nominations already in, could Timothée and Angelina both be strong contenders for the Oscars? Let's keep watching. Share your thoughts in the comments. Which actor nailed their transformation into a music legend best?